So the leftist candidate wins a stunning victory in Brazil, but guess where you won't see any news about it? Fox News. Let's talk about it in today's video. Hi, I'm Mike Greiner. I'm a lifelong Democratic activist who's concerned about the direction our country is taking. I'm also a lawyer and an academic, and I'm here to help you stand up to the BS of the MAGA crowd. So as many of you know, I'm a frequent watcher of Fox News to see what exactly they're talking about on that ridiculous channel. One comment I hear repeatedly from them is, oh, such and such a thing happened where some white conservative was somehow victimized, but you won't see anything about that on the mainstream media. Well, as it turns out, there was a huge development of global significance, and guess where there was absolutely no reporting on it? That's right, Fox News. What was that development? Well, in Brazil, where Jair Bolsonaro had been president, somebody who was using Donald Trump as his model for a way to undermine democracy and otherwise destroy the planet. You think I'm exaggerating? It turns out that much of the Amazon basin is located in Brazil. What was Bolsonaro doing? He was doing everything he could to try to develop the Amazon and essentially destroy the jungle that's in there. That is a development that has global consequences, given how much oxygen gets produced by the Amazon jungle. If that's gone, then our concerns over global warming up until now will have seemed like child's play. What's more, though, is he's somebody who questioned the integrity of the government and continually undermined democracy exactly the way that Donald Trump does. Well, as it turns out, Bolsonaro just lost re-election in one of the closest elections in Brazilian history to his leftist challenger, former President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Forgive me for mispronouncing that. Da Silva, who's known to most Brazilians just as Lula, is a true populist who cares about the world and has committed to preserving the Amazon and ending Bolsonaro's deforestation policy, something that people around the world should be cheering for, frankly. But Lula's victory goes beyond that. It's a victory for truth and democracy over right-wing MAGA authoritarianism. It's frankly exactly the way America went in 2020 when it rejected Donald Trump. This result in Brazil should send chills down the backs of the whole MAGA crowd because of the fact that it shows that there is a majority, albeit a small one, but a majority nonetheless, that supports democracy and positivity over the division and negativity of the anti-democratic right. That's why you won't see any coverage of this on Fox News. This kind of good news that gives comfort and hope to people who believe in democracy is exactly the kind of thing they don't want to expose their viewers to. And if you can believe it, we're already hearing from Steve Bannon about how the only way that Lula won was because of fraud in the election. An absolutely absurd claim, given the fact that Bolsonaro was the one who was in charge. But facts don't matter. This is exactly what they did with Donald Trump, too. The fact that Joe Biden won the election by a significant margin doesn't stop the MAGA right from insisting that it was only won through fraud. And that's the actual concern about how the right is undermining democracy. They've created a situation where literally there are two choices. Either they win or there was fraud. Don't believe me? Kari Lake just said exactly that in the Arizona governor's race. So this is not some theoretical question here. This is a full-fledged coordinated effort by people around the world, starting from Vladimir Putin to his lackeys like Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, and Jair Bolsonaro to undermine democracy. And if you want any more proof of that, just look at what's happening there. Well, if you want to see more about the existential threat that the right wing is posing to American democracy, why don't you check out this video over here that I did quite a while ago. Months ago, I pointed out the problem that our democracy has when only one party actually supports the freedom of people to choose their own representatives. And that's what we're facing here in America right now. And it's also why it's so critical for people to get out and vote in this election. I'll see you in that video. In the meantime, let's hope for continued progress. Thank you.